Welcome back. I tell you what, Max Verstappen loves a sprint qualifying because of the 22 sprints we've had. He's been on pole in 10 of those, and all 3 here in Austin. Never in doubt. Never in doubt that one, Laurent. I mean, it's very tight, 10th between them, but quicker than Lando in the first and the third sectors.
Yeah, honestly, it was an amazing job from the team and from Max. You know, we were a touch behind the McLaren in Q1, a touch behind the McLaren in Q2. You know, 10 and a half. We knew it was always going to be touch and go. But then Lando had put a very, very good lap in Q3, and it looked really difficult to match. And Max was line on line with Lando from most of the lap, but really, like in the last corners, he sent the car in and got the smallest of the gap we needed to get the pole.
Another quick one from me just before Danica comes in. We've seen it now in low downforce and high downforce. This is a track that takes, you know, a bit of both, really. You've got to have a very well-balanced car. That must doubly please you then. I mean, you're right in this, aren't you?
Yeah, you know, you're right. You know, I think it's fair to say that now whoever is nailing it between us, McLaren and Mercedes is going to have enough potential in his car to put it on pole. So I think it's great to go into the weekend not knowing who is going to be able to do that. We are all very, very close. And today, certainly, the team and Max did a great job.
Well, Toto says that you never know who's going to be fast whatever weekend comes along. In the first, in FP1, Max complained about bottoming. Yuki went off. Was it just a matter of bottoming as being the problem and the car was good? Or were you able to improve on some balancing?
You know, in fairness, the track was incredibly bumpy. And that's the reason of the complaint you heard this morning. Of course, we know Kota is bumpy, and it's the way it is. You know, with the way the track is built, but this morning was particularly bad, so it took a bit of time to adapt. I'm sure it was the same for everyone, but certainly it took us a bit of time to adapt and to try to strike the right compromise for quali.
So you spent quite a bit of time with Max now, seeing firsthand how he extracts maximum out of the car. How does he do it every time we go out for qualifying?
You know, honestly, he managed to, you know, you see us surprised today because he managed to surprise us every time he gets into that car, and it's unbelievable. It's great to see all the hard work he's putting into it in the background to get to that. It doesn't come by coincidence, but it is true to say that, you know, that lap, you know, you nearly felt like he would see, and he did that crazy last corner in order to beat Lando, and obviously he doesn't have that information in the car, but he sent the car in the last corners and managed to create that small gap. So, you know, it's great for the team to have that sort of driver, and of course today it proved decisive.
There's been a lot made about you guys getting in the mix now between the McLarens for the championship. What do you think are your real expectation levels from the weekend? Do you think you can sweep this weekend?
You know, the truth is we really genuinely take it race by race. You know, I know it sounds disappointing for you guys, but that's the way we approach it. If you walk into any of our engineering meetings, if you walk into Milton Keynes, nobody talk about any championships, nobody talk about that. We talk about what are the limitations of the car, and not even race by race, session by sessions. And that's how we try to approach it, and then the rest will be the consequence.
Quick one on Yuki, bit of a mess there in SQ1.
Yeah, we got it wrong, honestly. We apologize to Yuki. The program was a bit too tight. You know, it was a choice between staying out and cooling down on track, or trying to cool down a bit better in the garage, which we thought we would have the time to come back into the garage and get out again. But it was only possible for a few cars to do that, and we missed the cut. So we owe Yuki an apologize there.
Okay, thanks, Laurent. Appreciate it. Let's get
Thank
to
you.
the debrief.